binging a big part of Netflix's decisions in renewing and canceling, because that's what their program's all around, right? That's what it's based on. So, in order, here we go. Netflix's biggest binges of 2018 were number one, On My Block. And I have to say, I've never heard of this one. So that's interesting. Number two, no surprise here, Making a Murderer, Part 2. Although a lot of people say it's not as good as the first one, of course. I mean, a lot of viewers, right? A lot of people binged it. And I think it's also, it's not, quite like a drama, right? So it's something that may be even easier to binge rather than for example, I'm trying to think of Ozark, for example, right? This is an easier show to binge with a true crime aspect and kind of the documentary style, right? And so for that reason, Making a Murderer Part 2, definitely not a surprise there, number two. Number three was 13 Reasons Why Season 2. And all these people wondering, all this controversy, why would Netflix just cancel this show already? Well, that would be the reason right there. Third on the most binge shows of 2018 is 13 Reasons Why Season 2. So, you think they're going to cancel it anytime soon? I beg to differ. I beg to differ on that one. Controversy is the controversy, and I buy into it personally a little bit too. I agree with some of the stuff that's being said, but Netflix, if they're making all this money and it's being the most binged, I don't see why they would cancel it. So, number four is Last Chance U, which, again, I haven't heard of. College football show, I think. So that was up there. Number five is Bodyguard. Got a lot of attention at the Golden Globes so far. So I'll have to see what happens with that series, but a lot of good stuff coming out of that one. Number six was Fastest Car. Again, never heard of it. Number seven is The Haunting of Hill House. That's interesting. Again, a lot of good buzz around that show. So, that's no surprise. Number eight, Anne with an E, Season 2. Again, not really a surprise. Heard a lot of things about that one. Number nine is Insatiable. Interesting thing there, because you know what? A lot of people are saying, I'm not going to watch this show, and all this controversy was out there, right? I'm not watching this. It's a bad show. I don't know why Netflix is doing this. Yet it still gets the number 9 on their most binge shows. So that's interesting there. And then number 10 to round it out is Orange is the New Black Season 6, which again is not a surprise. So interesting stuff here. Ozark I thought might be on here, but again, I mean, it only came out in, August, right? And so not many months here to go for binging, right? But anyways, interesting list here, and let me know if you've seen these shows and what you think of the binging Netflix thing and all that stuff. And are there any surprises on here to you? I'm still surprised that On My Block, never heard of it, and it's number 1. So I gotta check that one out, or at least research it a little bit and kind of be familiar with that, because I've never heard of it. So and it's the number 1 most binge show on Netflix. So anyways, so just some interesting stuff here, again, kind of going with this trend of wrapping up the year. Some interesting stuff there from Netflix. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on that one.